Hey y'all, what's poppin', what's good, what's up? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So today I will be talking about my favorite girl inspos ever of all time, all the beautiful black women that I love and appreciate, and I just feel like are bomb.com, okay? But before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's just get right into the shit, okay? So before we get into this video, I do want to say that some of these women, I will be talking about them based on their characters that they played in movies and TV shows, and the reason why is because, girl, they were bomb, and just watching their representation on TV further just made me fall in love with who I am and who I could be. So for real, let me get into this list, starting with girl number one.
But if I have to break his heart, I might as well look good doing it.
Miss Brandy Norwood, aka Moesha, aka Cinderella, aka the it girl of the 90s. You cannot tell me that my teenage life was not going to be like Moesha Mitchell. I was going to have a loyal group of friends, a edgy fine boyfriend that my parents cannot stand. We was going to hang out at the coolest spots in the city. Like, you could not tell me nothing about Moesha. And the best part about her was she looked just like me and my friends and my aunties and my mama and my, you know, like she just embodied a regular black woman, a regular black girl. And when I say regular, I don't mean regular in a bad way. I mean like a bum ass black girl who know what she wants, know who she is. That's one thing about Moesha. Moesha, to me, like, she just knew who she was at a young age.
Yeah, Mo, who do you want?
This beautiful young black girl being desired, and that's not like, you know, ooh, she's been desired, but it is a good thing to see as a young black girl, because they try to portray us like we are less than, or we are only sexual objects, when Moesha was just like, you know, she was picking and choosing. Like, the boys loved her, and she had all these options, and all of them was fine. And then outside of them, because, you know, man don't mean whatever, but who cares? Outside of them, she was smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like the perfect balance of a young black teenage girl. And then on top of that, her style, them little Barbie doll purses and crop tops, girl, she used to kill it, okay? Not to mention, she was Cinderella alongside Whitney Houston as her godmother. Like, I played those tapes out. My mom had to keep buying Cinderella tapes because they would get stuck in a VCR. We would like watch them back to back to back to back, so the tape would just be popping out, you know. And also, she was just iconic. Her albums, her music. I believe Have You Ever was the first love song that I ever understood. Like, I knew that she was talking about true love, and that's huge, okay? So just being able to understand her as a child was phenomenal, and that's why she's on this list, okay?
My hormones are raging out of control. I'm emotional, I'm horny, and I don't want to hear about no goddamn people.
Number 2 on the list is Nia Long. Nia Long, to me, is the epitome of beauty. From a young age, I just loved her. I felt like she was stunning. And one of the biggest things that stood out to me about her was her short haircut in the 90s. I grew up with short hair, and it was not in a style like hers. However, I have short 4C hair. And at the time, I was so uneducated about hair, and everybody else was too. So like, if you had short hair, short 4C hair growing up around the times that I grew up in, people wasn't educated about that. So it was kind of condemned. But when I seen Nia Long, she had like a beautiful style. I just knew that her hair was short, and she was bomb, and she was black, and she was beautiful, and she was just everything. So it just made me feel good about who I was. Outside of that, I felt like on screen and all her characters was just always bomb. Like, you know, Darius and Nina, okay? We talking about Love Jones here. Nina was not studying Darius. Darius was chasing her around. She was kind of like using discernment. She wasn't just throwing herself at him because he liked her, because he was cute, or because he was saying the right things, or because he wrote her a poem. No, she was like, no, not interested. I know you want me, but no, not gonna happen. You know, type of tease. So I always just liked how she was and how she moved. Her characters was always like feisty. I'm gonna tell you off. I would speak my mind, and I just love that about her. Another beauty, another woman on screen that represented Black women in a great way, in a positive way.
Romance, because romance is idealism. Romance is a high state of humanity. I think that romance, true romance that's founded on true love, is extremely close to God.
So the next woman on this list is she's just golden. She's a queen. She's everything, and that is Lynn Whitfield. I grew up kind of scared of her. Like when I was younger, to me, she looked like she was like, I won't say mean, but you know those women who is beautiful, they don't play, you know not to play with her, like kind of like that grandma that's like, okay, and not calling her a grandma in a bad way, but like, you know, if you go to Miss Lynn house, if you go to Grandma Lynn house, you better not play. She is sweet, but you better not play. That's what she remind me of. For me, she was just always classy, sophisticated. Now, I never really agreed with her characters because sometimes she's a little crazy, but she was just one of those women that was just classy. Like no matter what character she played, or she plays, because you know she's still very, very active with Lady Mae. Okay, Lady Mae is another character that I don't really necessarily agree with her thinking and how she is. However, she just knows what she wants. She's vocal, she's classy, she's like she is like, you know, like how like people are now making a lot of videos about being more feminine and like embracing your, like that's who she is. Like that's what she is. Like she is like, don't play with me. Like that's what she gives off. Okay,
lose your sense of self and to stay grounded and most of all have fun doing what you love. This is my job, but I have to have fun at the same time.
Right.
So even though there are hours when I'm up and I'm tired and I'm working, the point is I love it, and that's what's most important. You gotta love your job.
I once was young, but I'm more grown up, and I know about loving. I used to love you, you try to play me. Oh my God, I love Aliyah. I mean, who said you can't be sexy and skinny? Who said you cannot be sexy and petite? Because literally Aliyah, to me, still has the most sex appeal that I've ever seen from a female artist. I don't care who you compare her to. I don't care about none of that, okay? None of it. All of it is irrelevant when it comes to Aliyah. Aliyah is just like everything, okay? I am a petite girl, and I just felt like the 90s really made me kind of embrace that, like, and still moving into being in my 20s and stuff like that, and looking up to women more so in the 90s than more so now. I still kind of stay in that mindset that I'm still bum and I don't care. Going back and watching her videos and seeing her and how she was with her body, and it just really made me feel like I'm the shit. I'm sexy, I'm beautiful. I can be a woman with small boobs. I can be a woman and don't have to have, you know, have a big butt or anything like that. And not to say anything about women who get surgery or women who are, you know, thick, because thick is beautiful, okay? And if you feel the need to get surgery, I stand for women. I love women, and I feel like we should be able to do what we want for our bodies, as long as it's for ourselves and not for other people or not for Instagram, okay? So I don't care about that part. You know, do what you do. But with me, growing up and watching those women who were beautiful and petite and was sexy and petite and were embraced and loved and desired and confident. That made me really love myself and carry that on in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? So Aliyah is just like a big influence on me. But outside of that, Aliyah was so ladylike and soft spoken. If you ever watched her interviews, she used to literally be like, pardon me? Like, she used to talk like an angel. You know what? I wish they would put Aliyah's music on Apple Music, Spotify. I mean, like, somewhere. The fans want the music, okay? I'm tired of going to YouTube for her music because YouTube is starting to have bad quality with her music. Over the years, the old videos, the quality is really deteriorating. So we need to fix that really, really fast, okay?
I say, who are you getting advice from? Because you got to realize you want to get advice from people that are where you want to be. Okay, you want to get advice. If you want to get advice on business, go to the CEO. Yeah. Not the intern, poo. If you want to be married, go to the married person. If you don't want to be married, go to the best single motherfucker you know. Like, people sometimes like go by the advice, and the person's not even living the life that, or living by the things that they want to someday have. Like, that's not gonna add up, you know. And then you're wondering why you sitting here and your stuff all out of whack. It's because you was listening to Tom, and he's been out of work for 12 years.
Miss Keke Palmer, how can she not make this list? Like, how can sis not make this list? She is so carefree, so free-spirited. I think that's the same thing, but whatever. She just have this great energy about herself. One thing about Keke Palmer that I also adore is the fact that she is just Keke. Like, she's herself and she showcases who she is, what she go through. I remember when people were starting to say Keke Palmer do too much and all this hoopla, but it's like a lot of people are just jealous because they can't be themselves. They're afraid to be who they are, so they take it out on other people. Another thing I love about Keke is she reminds me of myself, my friends, people that I know, like your regular 26-year-old woman. Even with so much success that she has, she still remains who she is. She still showcases how hard she go and how much she work and how much she still has to grind. So that's like one of the biggest things I love about Keke is she's just like me. You know, she reminds me of myself.
Pardon?
What are you looking for in a man now to wear this clothes?
I'm not looking for a man. Let's start there.
Okay, so the final woman of this video, because I will have a part 2, I think, I don't know, but it is Rihanna, aka the baddest, aka the boss, aka, like, I mean, everything. Rihanna to me is like a breath of fresh air. Every time I see her, I just get my life. I feel like it became a trend to love Rihanna. Not to say that she didn't have a huge fan base, but I do feel like now everybody loved Rihanna. And I loved her when people was saying, oh, like slut shaming her and saying all these negative things. Not to say that it was a lot of negative things that was said about her. However, everybody love Rihanna, okay? And I'm a day one Rihanna fan. Know all the albums, know everything. So for me, I'm like, I've been telling y'all she was bum, okay? But yeah, Rihanna is a boss. Her brand is everything. Out of all the A-list celebrities, she seemed the most touchable, even though she's not touchable, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like you know Rihanna. All throughout her career, she's had the same day one friends. You see her hanging out, having fun, just seeming like a regular person, even though she's not regular. Rihanna just seems like she's one of us, even though she's not one of us, if any of that makes sense. Even just seeing her on her Insta stories, listening to Pussy Poppin' by Ludacris, and then Tongue Ring by 3 6 Mafia, and then Fantasia and Monica. She just be kicking it. So that's like what I really love about Rihanna. And then outside of that, her style is everything, okay? Like, she can dress her ass off. I don't care what nobody say. Everything looks good on Rihanna. Yes, I'm that girl who thinks everything look good on Rihanna, because it does, okay? And I don't care what y'all gotta say. If you guys would like to see more of these type of videos, let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.